Well, today is Mother's Day. First, I'd just like to start by having all the women of the church just to stand. All the women who are here today, please stand. Men, thank you for your applause. You may be seated. We just appreciate all of the tasks that a mother does, and this special day that we acknowledge that it's hard work to be a mama. Is it, Ariel? Yes. You know, I love to watch Ariel with her boys because it just reminds me of raising 3 boys. And to all the mothers, and you know, all the long nights and hard work, the prayers, the tears, but the joy that those children bring us. I recently read a little article and shared it about Jochebed. You know, when we think about, in fact, people have asked me before, you know, how can you think about bringing a child into a world like this, like we have today? And the answer is very easy. You know, God is in control. My mother told me a long time ago that the hand that rocks the cradle rules the world. And this world needs Christian mothers raising godly children. Jochebed had Moses at a time when the Hebrews were in slavery in Egypt. And she knew about the decree that Pharaoh had sent, because Pharaoh also knew that the hand that rocks the cradle rules the world. And he was concerned about the growing population of the Hebrews, that they could perhaps overcome Egypt. So he decreed that all of the male babies should be put to death. Only the females would be allowed to live. And when she gave birth to that baby that we now know as Moses, and to save his life, she put him in a basket in the river. She trusted God. It's hard for us to let our children go. Nolan and I have been in that empty nest stage for many years now, but I can still see Brother Nolan standing in the front yard crying as Ryan and I drove off to A&M. And now we have a new generation where Kelly and Ryan have shared those same tears. But they trusted God because they knew they had done their job in raising her right, giving her strong roots. Molly and I had a long conversation just Wednesday night, and I told her that that's how I got through the beginning of the empty nest time, knowing that we had given the boys strong roots, and that when it was time for them to try their wings, that they would keep God in their life. And that's the trust and hope that we have today. Every song that we sang this morning leads mothers to that path. Turn your eyes upon Jesus. And because there is power in the blood, we have victory in Jesus. You might have noticed a little Starry Night theme going on here. That's because it reminds me of the only trip I've made to Europe. How could Brother Nolan and I take a 18 and 21-year-old to Amsterdam, where any temptation they had could have been easily fulfilled? It's because we knew we had given them roots. We trusted, just like Jochebed did, that our children would be safe. And more than that, that just as God pulled Moses and led him to a great purpose, to do great and mighty works for God, that's the prayer of every mother in this building, I know, is that our children would be safe and that God will use them in a great and mighty way. We know it's not just mothers who do that. Of course, dads do that. But we are a church family, and I have seen so many people pour their lives. Megan mentioned it before her prayer, that she had lots of mamas here. One biological mom, but lots of moms. And that's what this church family does, is that we uplift, we share the joy and the pain, but always there to encourage, to physically help, to emotionally help, to spiritually guide. So I would just like for each one of us to just renew that commitment that we will all be a part of raising our children and helping them be ready for God to pluck them out of the river and put a path for great and mighty things that they will do for Him. You know, it's just special for Mother's Day that we just like to acknowledge our oldest and youngest mother. All mothers work hard, but we just think it's fun to look at the youngest and the oldest mother. This is always kind of hard to do, but let's start off this way, that if you are a mother 30 years old or younger, will you please stand? Any mothers 30 and younger? Okay. Ariel's trying to decide how old she is. Megan, we believe that life begins at conception. Megan is a mother already. The baby may not be here till later physically, but she is a mother. All right. Can you girls determine among yourselves who is the youngest mother? Harley? We think you might be our youngest mother. We'd like for you to bring Valley up here with you. We don't see Valley up front enough. And she loves to come to Concord. You can tell by the jumping and movement she does. She loves music already. Hello, Miss Valley. Did you know that your mom is the youngest mother here today? We are so proud to have you here today. And I'm sure Valley will enjoy getting part of this corsage. Harley Hurd with Valley Ray. Thank you. And now let's see who our oldest mom is. If you are 80 or older, would you please stand? All right. Betty joined the 80-plus crowd, huh? Okay. If you are 81 and older, will you remain standing? 82 and older, remain standing? 85 and older, remain standing? Okay, Miss Carol, how old are you? 82, all right. And Miss Pat, how old are you? 89. All right, I think Miss Pat is our oldest mother. Miss Pat, will you come up? I hope she also knows still how to raise tomatoes because apparently the preacher doesn't. I just asked Miss Pat if she'd ever been the oldest mother before, and she said no. For many years we had Miss Fay, then we had Miss Rowing Beasley, who might not have been a biological mother, but she was a mother in every sense of the word. And now we have Miss Pat, and I told Miss Pat I hope she's the oldest mother for years to come. But because we do know that every woman has special responsibilities, we'd like to honor all the women of the church. So, Kyler, Caden, Gavin, would you come up and help pass out flowers? And congregation, you help them out. If there is a woman on the pew with you, please help these young men make sure that every woman has a red carnation from Concord. While they're doing that, I just would love to share with you, Ron, you'll have to keep the mic on. Don't turn me off, just if you get embarrassed. Some of the special moments from childhood that I remember. Brother Nolan was a youth director when Ron was a toddler. And Ron learned lots of things from the youth that were at our house all of the time. One friend that we still are in contact with taught him that you don't have to wear socks with your shoes when you go to church. I'm still upset with Tim Morgan about that. Ron was playing soccer at age 3, and we had looked all over Mesquite, Texas for a number 3 soccer ball, which, if you don't know, is about the size of a cantaloupe. Ron was just about to fall asleep on the couch when he looked up at me and said, "If you don't buy me a number 3 soccer ball tomorrow, you're going to be dead meat." Closed his eyes and went to sleep. Thank goodness there were a lot of positive things he also learned from the youth at Calvary Mesquite. The song we sang today, Victory in Jesus. Back before we had pull-ups, do you older moms remember those little white training pants that were padded and had kind of knit on the side? I can remember Jake Richey wearing those with his boots and strumming a guitar and incorrectly singing the words to Victory in Jesus to "All My Love is Omaha" instead of "Do Him." He loved music even as a toddler. And I remember Luke waking up before us, getting in a chair and eating Oreos for breakfast. And when I walked in the room, he put his head down with such a guilty look, he just thought he was really going to be in trouble. But it's a special memory that I have. Yes. Oh. Can you help me look around? Do all the ladies have a red carnation? Okay. All right. If we didn't have enough, I apologize for that, but I will give you a very warm thank you for being a lady here today. that has helped the children of this community to grow up putting Christ first in their lives. Thank you.
Happy Mother's Day. We have one more special treat for you moms. So get some tissues.
Happy Mother's Day, Mimo. We love you. Thank you for being the greatest mother in the world to us. We love you so much.
Good job.
We love you.
Happy Mother's Day, Mima. We love you. Have a good day.
Happy Mother's Day to all the ladies at Concord, and especially my mother. You're such an amazing example of what a mom should be. You're strong, dedicated, and selfless. You take care of Dad, which is a full-time job. You take care of your family, your friends. You have to do the yard work, the housework, and you still have time to play cards. I just want to wish you a very happy day and tell you that I love you. Happy Mother's Day to Betty Richey.
I love my mom because she is the most fun person I know, and she taught me everything I've ever known, and I hope to be half the mom that she is.
I love my mom because she's always been supportive of everything I've ever done in life, and now she's also supportive of my students. It's always really cool to look out in the audience and see her there supporting not just me, but my students too.
I love my mom because she is the strongest, kindest, most servant-hearted person I know.
I love my grandma because she does so much for everyone around her, and we're all so thankful to have her in our lives.
We love you, Grandmama.
She's not only my mama, she's my best friend. And we have the best times together. We can laugh and cut up and joke about things and laugh at things that nobody would even care about. And we'll either crack a rib or wet our pants. But anyway, she's a great mom. I love her. She's raised me wonderful. And I thank you, Mom, for loving me unconditionally. And happy Mother's Day. And I love you.
I love my mom because she makes me, she fixes some food for me, and she loves me, and she cleans up the room for me, and she sets up the sleeping bag for me at night. Love you, Mom.
I love my mom because she has one of the most loving hearts, gracious, forgiving that I know in a human being.
I love my mama because she knows how to cook. Happy Mother's Day.
Mama, she's gonna let you know you're hands down the best mom that's watching this video right now. I love you. Happy Mother's Day, and thank you for everything you've ever done for me.
You are the best mom ever. We love you. Happy Mother's Day, and thank you for always being the true MVP of everything that goes on. You be good now.
I love my mom because she's always supportive, never shies away from telling me the things that I need to hear, and it's just fun to hang out with.
She's always down for the adventure, and she always helps you out when you need to be helped out, and it's just fun to have her as a mom.
Hi, love you, Mom.
My mom, not your mom.
Love you for all the support and love that you've always all the lovely home remedies. Put vinegar on it. So, hey, love you, Grandma.
Love you, Grandma.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
When it comes to my mom, I like to think I'm very blessed. She's more than just a best friend. She is a person in my life that has a heart as good as gold and a smile on her face that brings joy to everyone around her. And I know at any given moment she would drop anything in the world for any of us 3 kids. I don't like to just think of my mom as another mom, more of as a superhero, and she deserves to wear her cape every single day.
Hey y'all, it's me. I just wanted to say happy Mother's Day to you, Jeannie, my second mom, and to all of you moms out there. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I miss y'all so much. Cannot wait to be back soon. See ya, bye.
I love my mama because she's the sweetest person I know, and she always pushes and strives for me to do better in myself and never lets me down. Love you, Mama.
Hey Mom, happy Mother's Day. I love you so much and you're a great person. Thank you for sticking with me through everything that I put you through. I love you so much and you're not only my mom but my best friend. Thanks for always being there.
Hey Mom, happy Mother's Day. There's 5,000,000 reasons why I love you so much. Not enough time to list them all. But you have the most generous, loving, and kindest heart of anybody that I know. But you also know how to be a warrior. And it's because of you that I know how to do both. We're so grateful for you and all the sacrifices that you've made for our family, and they do not go unnoticed. Happy Mother's Day from all of us to you.
Happy Mother's Day, Marty. Justin loves you.
I love my mama because she makes the best raviolis. Really? I love mommy because I love her heart. I love mommy, daddy, and brother, and sister, and brother.
Happy Mother's Day to the one that I feel certain probably wanted a little girl but got stuck with 3 rotten knuckleheaded boys that she had to chase around to every football, baseball, basketball, track meet, whatever we had going on. She was always right there.
This is why I love my mom. So, first, she's beautiful. She cares for me. She makes the best food. And lastly, she's my mom. Mama, because it's pretty.
Hi Mom, happy Mother's Day. I love you so much because you've always gone to the ends of the earth to support me in anything that I do. I love you so much and I miss you.
Happy Mother's Day, Jeannie. I hope you have a great day and you're doing well. I miss and love you very much, and hopefully I can come visit y'all soon.
Happy Mother's Day. We love you, Mom.
I love my mom because she's nice and she is protective and she loves us.
I love my mom for a million different reasons. My mom is so cool. She's confidently and uniquely herself, no matter what other people might think about her. She's an absolute beast in virtual gaming and camping, in teaching, and in raising chickens and raising children. There's no mom like my mom. I love my mom most of all because she put Jesus right in front of me and all around me for my entire life. And for that, along with a million other reasons, is why I love my mom. Love you, Mom.
Good morning, Concord Baptist Church. Happy Mother's Day. I was asked to explain why I love my mother so much. My mother, Marilyn Weinberger, has always supported me in whatever I do, and most importantly, she has taught me to love the Lord. Thank you, and happy Mother's Day.
First, she's beautiful. Second, she cares for me. And third, she loves me.
What I love about Eva is that she loves me like her own daughter. Happy Mother's Day. Love you, Eva.
Mom may have been juggling a full-time career and grad school and working at the church, but
She made us feel like the center of her world. Love you, Mom.
My mother is kind, loyal, and one of the strongest women I've ever met. She and my grandmas have shown me what it should look like to be a strong woman of God. And I'm grateful. I love you, Mom.
Hello. Happy Mother's Day. I love my mama because she raised me to be a good, patient man, and I can't thank her enough for it. Y'all have a good Mother's Day.
I love my mom because she brings me to church every Sunday and Wednesday.
We love Grana because
She got me a cat. She's caring.
and she'll take care of the grandkids so me and Adrian can have fun.
Let's see. Well, of course, the reason why I love Mom is she's always there for me and just always a friend helping when I need. And she just takes me and her just both two good caregivers for grandparents. Just happy Mother's Day, Mom. I love you.
Why do y'all love Nana?
Because she makes us mac and cheese. Because they make me mac and cheese.
Why do you love Nana?
Because I've always been grandson.
I love Nana because she is my person.
Hi, Mom. I just want to let you know that in good times, bad times, whether we're getting along or not, you've always been my rock. You're the one person I know I can always count on to be there for me. You are the best role model of being a mom. And I love you more than anything in this world. I hope you have a happy Mother's Day, because you deserve it.
I love my mommy because she is so sweet and kind all the time.
I love my grandma because she's always been there. She's always, no matter what, she was always the shoulder to cry on or someone to lift you up just in general, to push you along when you really needed it. So love you. Happy Mother's Day.
I love my mom because I wouldn't have been able to graduate college today without her sacrificing everything for me to have more opportunities than she did. So happy Mother's Day, Mom, and I love you lots.
Why do I love my mama? Well, my mama is the best mama ever. She babysits for free. I mean, goodness. And she has always been there for me and always made sure that I had a good church home and has always supported me. And this year, more than ever, has gotten me through probably the roughest time in my life. And I just love her so much. And she is the best mom and granny there ever was. Say happy Mother's Day. Say love you, mama. Love you, mama.
You might have a mom, she might be the bomb, but ain't nobody got a mom like mine. Her love's till the end, and she's my best friend.
Hey, Mom. Happy Mother's Day. I love you so much, and you're a great person. Thank you for sticking with me through everything that I put you through. I love you so much, and you're not only my mom, but my best friend. Thanks for always being there.
Happy Mother's Day, Grandma. Thank you for being us.
Happy Mother's Day, Mom. I love you.
Do you love your mama? Does she feed you food? Do you love Jesus? Do you like to get spankings? Can you look at me? Look at me. Can you say Happy Mother's Day?
I wish I could be there this day to celebrate mothers with you at Concord Baptist Church. I want to say thank you to my mother. You are the greatest, and whoever is in second place, I assure you it is a distant second place. You've been so sacrificial in your love for your family and your friends, and you're quite the role model of how a Christian is supposed to act and relate to other people. I love you, and hopefully I'll see you soon. Goodbye.
Happy Mother's Day to all the ladies of Concord. In my personal life, I had a lady, she was like a second mom to me. She never had no children, but yet she placed love in me and kindness. and she was an inspiration to me, as I'm sure some of you ladies are to your friends and families, and just different ones throughout your life. So I just want to thank y'all for what y'all's done. Happy Mother's Day.
Wow. Y'all turn to Isaiah 7:14. About the next 5 to 8 minutes. You know, I was thinking of the sermon that I could preach this Mother's Day and add just a kind of different spin, maybe a little bit to it. And this mom came to my mind, the mother of Jesus. What made Mary such a special, special lady? What we see in Mary, I see in the ladies of this church and so many other ladies that have touched my life. So, what can we learn from Mary? And Isaiah 7 verse 14, we read this at Christmas time, but what a powerful sermon, message, thought for Mother's Day. The Lord himself shall give unto you a sign. Behold, a virgin shall conceive and bear a son, and shall call his name Emmanuel. When I think of that passage of Scripture, what made Mary so special? Number one, she was a godly lady. She was so godly that I find out that Isaiah said she would be a virgin. Some young lady that would be very, very special and not go the way of the world. But you know something else that I see about her? She was God's choice. And Luke chapter 1 verse 30, it means that an angel went to Mary and said, Mary, you are chosen by God to do something very, very special. So let me tell you something. What made Mary such a special lady? Number one, she was such a godly lady. Number two, Mary was not only a godly lady, but Mary was a hard worker. As I've already heard and spoken here this morning, that it's tough being a mom. And it really is. It's tough. Not that these ladies dread any of it, but it takes a lot of work to be a mom. And simple facts about Mary: the countryside where she lived was hilly and hard to get around. And just even in that, for doing all that she did outside, it was hard work. Going back to Jerusalem, which was a 4 to 5 hour trip once a year, was a hard thing to do. And taking care and loving the one that was going to be abused, that was hard work. You just think about it. Moms, do you like for your children to be talked about, to be abused? No. But Mary stood the task. Such a hard worker. To live in a world that did not love her son. So what do we learn about Mary? She was a godly lady. She was a hard worker. And Mary, listen to this, was loved by her son Jesus. You see, Jesus loved his mother greatly. Jesus took care of her the best that he could in those 33 years that he was on this earth. And at the last moments of his life, while Jesus was on the cross, he saw his mother standing there looking up at him. And as Jesus was looking down to his mom, and as mom was looking up to him, Jesus turned to his beloved disciple and said, "You take care of mom." That's Nolan Richey's interpretation. But that's exactly what Jesus meant when he looked to John. Folks, you listen to me this morning. What made Mary such a powerful, powerful, powerful lady? She was godly. She was a godly lady. Let that run in your minds, ladies here today. She was a godly lady. And if there's something we need in the world today more than ever, it's for the moms to train and teach and live to show a godly life to their children. And not only to their children, but to others that are looking up toward her. Ladies, what a job, what a responsibility you have. Ladies, you've touched many, many, many lives. Ladies, the salvation of souls so much is important because of how you lived your life. And Mary realized this, that her son loved her. I want to tell you something this morning in closing. I want you to realize something very, very, very important. That Jesus loves you today. I don't care who you are. He loves you. Loves you so much that he gave himself for you. And with that thought in mind, ladies and gentlemen and young people, let's follow the example that our ladies have given to us. As a testimony that we've heard here, how the lives of so many moms has done such a powerful thing. And I want to tell you something. You know what gives ladies the power to be the people that they are? It's because they love Jesus so much. I'm going to do the invitation a little bit different here this morning. I'm going to ask Michael. I'm going to ask Megan. I'm going to ask Rusty, and I'm going to ask Jeannie. Y'all come here to get in this altar. Maybe something up here touched you, or maybe something in this service touched you. And as I go over here, if you would like to come down here and just ask one of these four to pray with you, or listen to you, or if you need me after the service, I will be willing to stay with you. I'm not going to ask you to stand. I just want you to sit right there. But if you want to come forward and get in this altar, may you do it. May you do it.